Guys, Amber here again. I came on here to talk about how lazy society has gotten. It used to be getting out of the house was a reward. Going out to a store, walking around, picking out what you want, etc. That was something fun to do. And it got people out of the house. I mean, malls were hustling everything. I used to go to the mall every Saturday with my grandmother just to get out of the house, just to walk around. And I enjoyed it. It was nice to get out of the house instead of sitting around all day on our butt. Society has gotten so lazy. Lefties are so lazy, they don't even want to get out of their house to go just walk around the store, let alone go get a job. So I think we need to put DoorDash out of business, put Uber Eats out of business, and force people to get out of the house and get off their butts and go out and do something. That's what we need to do. They've made it too easy for people to be lazy. Way too easy. So I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Because of these lazy little fools, it's going to cost more jobs. And for people like me who need specific jobs, they're not going to be around. Meaning I will not be able to even find work because of you lazy little moochers who don't want to get out of the house. You're causing everything to shut down. This is your fault. Get out in the sun and get a suntan. How about that? Go get some vitamin D. But I would love to see DoorDash go out of business. I would love to see Uber Eats go out of business. Now the rideshare ones like Uber, that's fine. That's, whatever. I'm going to tell you why I would like to see DoorDash go out of business and Uber Eats. They charge way too much. Look, that's another reason you should go out to eat. It's cheaper than these delivery things. Heck of a lot cheaper. Not only when you get DoorDash or Uber Eats, do you have to pay for your food at the restaurant, the menu price, you have to also pay a separate charge for these pathetic companies. And then the drivers expect a tip. No, sorry, Karen, I'm not going to tip you after I've already paid over $30-some for my delivery. Not happening. I would rather get in my car and drive to a restaurant and sit down or go through a drive-through and get my food if I want to eat out. Which that's not even the healthiest option. It's of course always cheaper to eat at home, I'm finding now, because I used to go out to eat a lot. But I also lived in my car for a year, and that was really my only option. Because there wasn't much I could get, because I didn't have any way to keep stuff cold and freeze things. So it was easier for me to go out. But I went to a restaurant and went in and got out, of my car for a bit. And it was nice. So this generation of moochers are just getting lazier and lazier and lazier. If you can't even get in your car to go to a store and buy clothes and try them on, you're pathetic. You are absolutely pathetic. I'm not apologizing for calling you pathetic, because that's what you are. You're pathetic. Put DoorDash out of business, put Uber Eats out of business. Go out of your house and drive to get something to eat. It's not difficult. And you want to say, well, what about people who just had surgery? Stock your house up with food. Their caregiver can cook it. That's what my grandmother did with me. I had surgery. We couldn't go out and, if we wanted to. I had to eat at home. We cooked home meals. And that's another thing. Me and my grandma went out, but like only Friday nights. We went out to dinner, and that was only once a week. But the restaurants used to be hustling, and I remember going into an Applebee's and having like an hour wait for a table. I remember going to an Olive Garden and we walked away because they would say, oh, it was a 2-hour wait for a table. Those were good days, very good days. And due to people being lazy, extremely lazy, and due to this bum generation we have now, my poor son will never get to experience actually going into a restaurant and having to wait for a table. I feel bad for him on that. Because that's memories I had, and they were really fun. So yeah, I think DoorDash should be put out of business. I think Uber Eats should be put out of business. Yeah, it would be great. It would be awesome to see. In fact, build more restaurants, build more stores, start building malls instead of shutting them down. Make people get off their lazy ass and go out somewhere. You new generation are lazy. Lazy. In all capital letters, you're lazy. You're pathetic. Makes me sick what you've turned this country into. Absolutely sick. Causes these other countries to look at this country and think everybody in America is lazy. Because, they have to have their little special delivery service because they're too lazy to get off their butt and go do it themselves. Open stuff back up and make people go out and get their own stuff. Bring back these restaurants, make people go out to eat if they want to go out to eat. There's nothing wrong with going out to eat. I'm not saying that. What's wrong is you're putting people out of jobs. And you're making it harder to for there to be jobs around. And then you got these other jobs being replaced by freaking robots. I mean, the robot concept is cool, but it's taking away jobs from people, and that's not cool. Not cool at all. I don't believe in that. I think that's totally wrong. Unfortunately, a lot of you Democrats don't want to work anyway because like I said, you're just so used to mommy spoon feeding you. I bet you must still wear a bib when you eat. And probably still use a bottle for bed. Does your mom wipe your ass too? Probably so. So yeah, I say DoorDash needs to go out of business. Uber Eats needs to go out of business. Open up more restaurants. Open up these malls again. Open up more places for people to find jobs at. That would be awesome. That's a start in the right direction right there. But you Democrats are pathetic losers. You don't have jobs. You don't want to have a job. And now you don't even want to get off your lazy ass to go out and go somewhere. That's ridiculous. Y'all are freaking ridiculous. Time to quit being lazy and get off your freaking ass. The Democratic Party is the most pathetic party there ever was. Absolutely pathetic. The Democratic Party is the party of laziness. It's the party of moochers. It's the party of fascists. It's the party of racists. It's the party of rules for thee, but not for me. Can't even get in your car and go to a freaking store. Gotta call up Amazon or go online and go on Amazon and order everything from there. Because I don't want to get out of my pajamas for the day. Like, seriously, I would love to see this mess be vanished. In fact, I might write a letter to President Trump asking about it. What can we do to get rid of these things? Probably wouldn't hear back because he has to stick to the government, and he has far more important things to worry about than that, but it would just be a start. You lazy moochers are destroying this country, and you don't even care because you're too lazy to care. All right, I'm gonna get off here for now. I'm gonna get up and go do something, because unlike you, I don't like to be lazy. I've got a few chores to do. I'm gonna get that done, and then my chore list for the day will be done. Because unlike you lefties, I don't like to be lazy. Unlike you lefties, I don't like to sit on my butt all day. All right, y'all get out of the house, go to a restaurant, go shop at a store. Small business, if you have it around you, help these small business owners. Yeah. If you're in Gloucester, go up to Sweet Tooth Cafe. And yeah, go up there and have you a sandwich and some coffee and help a small business out. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.